It was mostly balled up in the brush with the shoe inside of it. And so I pulled the, I didn't know it was clothing at the time, but I pulled it out of the brush just to kind of open it up and see what it was. And then once I saw that it was clothing with the shoe inside, I just reported it to the incident command.
Okay, and when you're touching these items, are you wearing gloves?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall, describe the onesie, color, size, anything like that?
Pink.
Okay.
Honestly, the size, I don't, small.
And what about the shoes?
Shoe.
Or shoes, the shoe that you found.
It was a
sorry.
small Nike shoe.
Okay.
And
sorry.
it was inside the onesie, which was inside out.
Okay. Okay. And were you instructed to recover those at the time?
Like bag them and bring them somewhere?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, that wasn't.
Were you? How do you, I guess, convey to someone where at these items are?
GPS coordinates.
Okay. And did you author like a paragraph report in this case?
Yes.
Okay. And did you include coordinates in that report?
Yes, and they were incorrect in that report. I just went over it yesterday. I do have the correct coordinates if you guys want those.
Okay. Yes. Could you please provide us with the correct coordinates?
Yes.
And is there something that you're going to be using to refresh your memory?
I have a piece of paper here.
Okay.
So, the coordinates that were provided in the paper were for the incident command. These coordinates are very close to where that piece of clothing was found.
Okay.
Their decimal degrees: 42.426693,
Okay.
negative 83.268497.
Okay. So the coordinates that are in your report are where incident command was kind of set up.
That's the incident command, yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's already admitted as People's Exhibit 14. Now I'm going to show just some specific pictures from that. We're looking at picture 63 here. Tell me, do you recognize anything in this photo?
Yes.
What is it that you recognize?
The pink article of clothing in the shoe.
Okay, and when you initially saw these items, is that how you saw them?
No, they were just balled up in the brush, just kind of stuffed in there.
Okay.
So
oh, sorry, continue.
I pulled them out and set them that way so the detectives would see it.
Okay, so I'm going to go to photo 69. Is this the shoe that you had found that was inside the leg of the pink jumpsuit? Or
Yes.
onesie? Okay.
Yes, it is.
And 67. Is this
Yep.
also a photo of them just from the behind?
Yes.
Okay, and you're the one who kind of took them apart and placed them separately like that?
I did.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And did you do anything else as it relates to this case?
No.
And nothing further, Judge. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Oh, the coordinates that you came, are those latitude, longitude?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay.
Well, like decimal degrees. So. Yeah.
Ms. Quick?
Thank you.
Agent Barnes, you said that you were taking part in a search of the area of 7 Mile and Bird. Was that, how large of an area was it?
I probably searched at that point not quite half a mile over at that point. So. Not a
And-
huge area.
And you said you were part of a team?
Yes.
About how many people were out there?
There was multiple counties out there assisting in the search. Honestly, I couldn't give you an exact number, probably several dozen.
7 dozen?
Several dozen.
Several
There
dozen.
was different teams assigned to different parts of the river.
So different people were assigned to, or different teams were assigned to one like half-mile location, another half-mile location, or coordinates, I guess?
Yes, even smaller than that, smaller sections than that, yeah, just to keep guys fresh.
And was it like a coordinated effort then to kind of sweep this area?
Yes,
So you're just walking like in a straight line, or
for the most
or
part.
can you describe kind of how that looks?
Yeah, so in the river, I'll go from the river to the banks. So in the river, you have different teams wearing dry suits, using technology, looking for anything that resembles a body, and then sticks to kind of push stuff loose, and then they're searching the log jams in the river. Then you have guys on the edge of the river, because the water level was high, so we wanted to cover the river banks as well, which the water level was high and had become lower. Then you have teams on the banks, and then teams kind of doing an S pattern along the river edge to make sure they cover as much ground as possible.
Thank you. And so you said that on this particular day, the water level was high?
No, the water level was high the week prior or so, so we wanted to make sure that we covered the river banks where the water was. The water was back to its normal level.
Was there a way to tell where the water level had been previously? Is there a way to mark that?
Sometimes it's just where debris gets caught up
Okay.
in the brush. It was maybe a foot higher, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was you personally that saw the pink onesie first, or the pink thing that you initially saw? Is
Yes.
that- Did you take pictures of it, how it looked when you initially found it?
I didn't. No.
Would you normally do something like that?
There's just so much stuff. I wasn't taking. It would taken all day if I'd taken a picture of everything I found. So
But you stopped and kind of moved it, manipulated it.
I pulled it up to inspect it, noted that it was worthy of reporting, set it back down, radioed it in.
Okay. And how far did you set it down from the location where you initially located
Same
it?
spot.
Exact same spot?
Same brush.
Okay. And you said that part of what you do is kind of to note approximately how long it looks like it's been out there.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this particular case, what was it that you kind of found or thought when you noticed it?
There was no discoloration from the sun. You know, typically if something sits outside for a while, the sun's going to change the color that it sees, and then underneath it's going to be a different color. There was no discoloration in the article of clothing. So, and that can happen in weeks. It's pretty quick. Depending on how much sun there is. There was no evidence of animals getting in it. There was no significant dirt. It looked very fresh.
Okay. Did you find or see any other clothing other than the shoe in that area?
Very old clothing, years old.
Like what, for example?
Maybe just old coats, but it was nothing pertinent. Things
Okay.
that were
Many
under
old
layers
coats?
of lots. Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of debris.
In that
Under-
general area, in that half-mile area that you were scanning?
Yes.
Okay.